back to our channel. My name is Atineke, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. On here, I generally share my experiences as an adult, as a mom, as an immigrant, as a nurse, as a professional, generally lifestyle, career, motherhood, anything I feel would help, any information that I've gathered over the years I think might help anyone out there, I share on this channel. So yeah, stick with me guys, and don't forget to subscribe. I will be leaving the link somewhere down there. So yeah, click the subscribe button, like and share the videos. Thank you. So today I will be talking about a very important topic and a very useful one at that. We'll be talking about the step-by-step process of becoming a UKRN. So if you're looking to relocate to the UK as a nurse, this will be very useful to you. And even if it's not useful to you, I'm sure you know someone around that is a nurse that is looking to relocate. So please share this video with them. And yeah, let's get on with it. The first step is getting your international passport. Now, without your international passport, you can't even get on to the second step, because that is the only way you can identify yourself. So get your international passport. The second step is the proof of English. Now, for the proof of English, you can either use the OET or the IELTS. Now, the OET is less popular than the IELTS, I guess because it's more expensive, it's not as available as the IELTS. So I will be talking more about the IELTS because that is what I use and that is what I'm more familiar with. Now, for this video, I'll be doing a focus towards Nigeria because I'm Nigerian and I understand the process better. But if you are still outside the EU, EEA region, you still find this video quite useful. You just need to apply it to your country. Now, like I said, first step, get your international passport. Second step, the IELTS. Now, for the IELTS, you have the academic version and the general version. So, for the NMC UK registration, you need the academic version. Now, for the academic version, there are two types. You have the UKVI and the regular one. Now, you can take any of this. The only difference is, if you take the UKVI one, you'll be able to use this for your visa application. However, if you take the regular academic one, you'll be able to use this for your NMC registration, but you will still need to take another IELTS for your visa application. So it makes sense to just book the academic UKVI version, because that was a mistake I made then. I mean, there was nobody to tell me, so I took the regular one, and then when I needed to do the visa application, I had to write another IELTS, even though I passed it just when I had the first one. So yeah, I think it would make more sense for you to book the IELTS academic UKVI version. Now, once you've done that, you get the materials. Now, I can share a link with you guys about preparing and tests to take and all that. I'll share a link in the description box with you guys, and you can use that to prepare. And generally, the NMC requires that you get a particular score in the sections of the exam. Now, there are 4 sections: the writing, the speaking, the reading, and the listening. The NMC requires that you get at least 7 in the reading, the listening, and the speaking section. For the writing section, the minimum score is 6.5. So that's 7 for 3 sections and 6.5. Also, the NMC allows you to combine 2 results. So far, they are done within 6 months of each other. So if you have a particular result that has lesser than 7 and you have another one that has more than 7, you can combine the 2. However, you are only allowed to get a minimum of 6.5 in all sections of the exams you write. So if a particular exam has any score less than 6.5, you can't use it. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to explain. It sounds a bit confusing, but just make sure that if you're combining the results, all the scores you have has to be above 6.5, but you still have to get 7 for reading, for listening, and for speaking. So that's the second step. Now, moving on, once you're done with your IELTS, the next step is registration on the NMC UK website. So if you just put on Google NMC UK, join the register, it will take you straight to that page. I would also leave the link in the description box. When you get on the NMC website, it would ask you to take an eligibility test to see if you're eligible to actually register as a UK nurse. So take the eligibility test, quite self-explanatory. Take the eligibility test, it will give you like a guidance of what to do. So set up an account with them and start your registration process. For this registration process, you need to pay £140 to complete it. And then you also need to fill in the series of questions it would ask you. Like I also, for the first one, is quite self-explanatory. So just fill in everything and pay the £140. Once you're done with the registration, NMC says on the site that it will take within 14 days to give you a response. So once you have done the registration, you submitted, you wait for about that period. So it might be earlier than that, but they aim to do your registration within 14 days. Once they're done and they've given you a result that, okay, we're happy with your registration, the next thing to do is booking your CBT test. So the NMC calls that the test of competence. So for your CBT, you need to pay the sum of £83 to book that. Now, excuse me guys. Now, you need to pay a sum of £83 to book your CBT. When you book your CBT, it's a MCQ based question, about 120 questions, and you either get a pass or a fail. Now, the NMC allows you to write, take this exam at least 3 times. So if you fail on the first attempt, you're allowed to take a second time and a third time. However, after the third attempt, and if you fail the third attempt, you would have to start your registration all over again. So that is the NMC registration. You have to start all over again. And you can't take another CBT test until it's another 6 months. So you have to wait for another 6 months to take another CBT test. So to prepare, I remember back then when I did my CBT, I used the Royal Marsden because that's what someone advised me to do. That was the only thing that's like the holy grail for like preparation of CBT. Just the Royal Marsden was all I used to prepare. And yeah, that was it. So try and get your hand on the Royal Marsden to prepare for the CBT exam. So once you've taken the CBT exam and you've passed that, my advice to you would be to start searching for a job. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because the process of getting a job is a bit long. I would say it takes a while. So if you start searching for a job after your CBT, then that way it just goes along the process. While you're doing your registration, you're searching for a job, and then you just finish everything around the same time, instead of you finishing the registration and then you're waiting to search for a job. Now, for searching for a job, you have to decide where you want to work. Now, the options you have in the UK are the NHS, working for a care home, or working for a private hospital. Now, if you want to work for the NHS, the advantage is that you have so many job opportunities. I mean, there are so many hospitals hiring, especially from overseas, and they would sponsor your visa, your COS, and all the likes. Now, if you want to look for the NHS, finding the NHS job, just go on NHS jobs on Google. Just go to Google and put NHS jobs. You'll see like so many jobs, like a plethora of jobs for you there to apply for. Now, to apply for that, you need to create an account with TRAC, TRAC. Now, if you create an account with TRAC and you fill in all the details, fill in your qualifications and all that, that way you can always use whatever you filled out to apply for other jobs under the NHS. So that's that for the NHS. Now, for care homes and for private hospitals, you literally have to just search randomly, search for overseas nursing job in care facilities or in private hospitals, because they don't have like a specific site unlike the NHS. Yeah. Now, for now, I can't really talk, at length about, the advantages of NHS and care home and all. But if you guys would like to know more about that, you can always let me know in the comment section, and I can do a separate video about that. But yeah, just decide: do you want NHS jobs, or do you want to start with a care job, or do you want to start with a private hospital job and then apply for jobs? Now, send as many applications you can out there. I mean, I have a friend, she's still my friend, that sent out like close to 50 applications. So just keep sending out. The thing is, when I did mine, we had agencies that was helping out with these things. They would help you like find a job, help you with the process and everything. But now they've stopped active recruitment from African countries majorly. So you have to search for the job yourself and pretty much do almost all the process yourself. So yeah, you can't say, oh yeah, I'm just going to search for like 1 or 2 jobs and I'll just keep my fingers crossed and all. You have to keep searching. So when you get a job, you prepare for the interview. You know, the regular way you prepare for an interview, you probably have to send them your CV and all. Like I said, there are some topics that are quite like lengthy that I can't cover in this video. But if you want to know any more, just let me know. So, you know, set up your CV, prepare for the interview, have the interview done. Now, when you do the interview, usually within a day or two, they will let you know if they're going to offer you the job or not. Now, if they offer you the job, oh well and good. If not, just keep trying. Now, while you're doing that, let's go back to the registration process. You know, I told you that you should just do the whole finding a job thing alongside the registration process. Now, you've done the CBT, you're searching for a job. Next thing you need to do is apply to your regulator. So, say for Nigeria now, you need to apply to NMC Nigeria for verification and good standing. So it's just about like they have to like verify your certificate and your license and all that. That's what that means. So if you're applying from another country, just go to the regulator, you know, the Nursing and Midwifery Council of your country, you know, the governing board, and apply to them that you need verification and good standing. So for Nigeria, the process is this. You need to pay 17,500 via Remitter. Remitter is like a government platform, and then have the receipts on hand. You need to make copies of your birth certificate or declaration of age. You need to have a letter telling them that you need verification and good standing done. You need to download and fill the verification form. You need to make copies of your license and your certificate. So you gather all this, send to NMC Nigeria. Now, the process can take weeks, it can take months. I mean, I know someone that took about like 3 months. So that's why it's good to start this early on. So send everything down and you just keep your fingers crossed waiting for that. Now, the next step is to upload your documents on the NMC UK page. Now, the NMC UK would ask for your certificate, your license and all that, upload everything. And then they will also ask you for health declaration. Now, you need a licensed medical practitioner for that. He would need to assess you, see that you're fit to practice, and you can always like put his detail on the site so that the NMC can contact he or she and say, okay, is this person fit to practice? Medical practitioner will say, yes, you're fit to practice. So get a medical doctor, put his details in, or our details in. Also, you need to have a character reference. So it has to be someone that is not related to you and not your previous employer. So get someone that knows you and can be a character reference for you. When you are done uploading all these details, you will need to pay £153 for your professional registration. Now, it used to be that you pay this after your OSCE. But now you have to pay in your country before moving to the UK, before taking your OSCE. So you pay the £153 and wait for the NMC to evaluate everything and decide. Now you can track the progress on your NMC page because you know you would have opened an account with NMC. So track the progress. They will let you know when they've done the verification with your regulatory agency, like for example the NMCN. They will let you know when they've reached out to your medical regulator or the medical doctor I said earlier. Just keep an eye on everything, and when they have a final result, they will let you know via email also. Now, when all this is done and the NMC gives you the okay that you can come, that you're fully, well, not fully registered, but that you're done with that part of the evaluation, is to reach out to your employer, because at this stage I'm hoping you've already gotten a job, because you know I said earlier you should have been applying before. Oh, now I forgot to mention something. When you're accepting a job, make sure that you read the terms and conditions and offer of employment properly, because they would tell you, okay, if you're going to pay for this or if you're going to pay for that, because some of them will cover your visa fee, will cover like 1 month accommodation, some of them will cover payment for your exam fees and all that. So, you know, negotiate, try and get a very good deal for yourself. It used to be the agencies doing this, but now you have to be yourself. So yeah, negotiate and try and get a very good deal for yourself. So as I was saying, you'd reach out to your employer that, okay, NMC has given me the thumbs up, they've checked everything, they've verified my documents, my license and everything. Then your employer would apply for your COS, which is called a Certificate of Sponsorship. Now this can take from like 1 to 6 weeks. It depends on the location, the timing of application and all that. But the employer will do the application on your behalf. Now at this point, if you're going to be traveling with your family members, you let the employer know so that they can say that, okay, they will be sponsoring you and your family member for at least 1 month till you get your foot in. However, if you be traveling alone, it will just be you alone getting your COS from the employer. So while this is being done, you should start booking for your TB test and all. So now you need a TB test, you need the police clearance, because all these things you need for a visa application. So the TB test you do in your home country. Now the test is valid for 6 months, so be sure that you've had all your process quite done before you book the TB test. You don't want to waste it. You don't want to have to, like, I know people that have had to like do it 2 times because they didn't calculate the timing properly. So you need your TB test. You would also need your police clearance. So that would be from your local police station, where they'll clear you that you don't have any criminal record, you don't have any criminal background and all that. You need all this to apply for your visa. Now, while you're doing this, your COS should be out. Now, once your COS is out, you have your TB test, you have your police clearance. You remember you still have that UK via IELTS. You will take all this and apply for your visa. When you apply for your visa via the what's it called, the gov.uk site. Once you've applied for your visa, you get an appointment to come for your biometrics. You submit all your documents. Now you don't need the bank statement that you would usually use for, like, you know, UK visitors visa and all that, because your COS would state that your employer would sponsor you, so you don't need the bank statement for that. So once you get this done, you just keep your fingers crossed and wait for your visa to be out. When your visa is out, then you're able to travel to the UK. Now, most employers will sponsor your visa, will sponsor your flights, probably give you 1 month accommodation, like I said earlier. So it depends on what you negotiate for. Now, when you get to the UK, you'll take the final exam, which is the COSCE exam. But the thing is, you won't take it right away, because your employer will prepare you for the exam, because you need some, you know, practice and just know how things are done in the UK as a nurse and all that. So you work as a band 3 or band 4 depending on what offer you get, and then you prepare alongside. And then when you're ready for your COSCE, your employer books and pays for your COSCE. Try and get that, guys. They book and pay for your COSCE, and then you take your COSCE and you become a registered nurse in the UK. And that's it. Guys, this was a very long one, and I hope you're not confused, because I wanted to say, yeah, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you, because I really try to make everything as short as possible, but I know it's a lot of information. But yeah, I hope you get the step-by-step process. Just go over the video again, you know, watch from the beginning, because I'll try and list it like 1, 2, 3, so you know the step exactly. I'll also put useful links in the description box. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll reply as soon as I can. So I hope this video was really helpful. If you're looking to come to the UK as a nurse, then this is the way as at now, because the truth is that these things keep changing. So yeah, that's the end of the video for today, guys. I hope this was really helpful. Like I said earlier, there were some parts I couldn't talk about at length. So if you want to know anything more, or if you need any more information, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make time to do a video about that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Bye bye.